Hey there guys, my name is Sam Caplat, you're watching XDA TV, and today I thought that I would take a bit of a different approach to XDA TV. I just came back from Portugal, Spain, France. I'm not sure if we went through Switzerland. I'm a bit unsure about that, but I did just come back from a charity event, and I thought that I might as well show you guys my office. I just got back to my office, obviously, and I'm so happy to be back here after like 2 weeks of not having any of my equipment, not having easy access to the web and so on and so forth. And I felt like I took my office for granted. So I'm just happy to see all of my stuff here. I'm happy to have it all back. And I thought that I might as well share with you guys how I get my episodes to you in high quality, how I record the audio so well, how I record the video, which of course I can't show you too well because I'm recording video now, but I'll run you through everything, and we'll have a look at stuff that you don't usually see in an episode of XDA TV. Unfortunately, the audio on this episode won't be amazing because I am just using the inbuilt microphone on my camera. If I used my shotgun microphone, which is there, then unfortunately the audio would be better, but you wouldn't be able to hear me because I'm behind the camera. So this is the corner of my office which most people don't actually see. This is usually hidden. The camera angle that you tend to see is of that side, mostly from the window that I have here. This corner has guitars in it. I have an electric one and an acoustic one. I haven't played guitar for years, actually. I really want to get back into it, but it's just one of those things where you need time, you need dedication, and frankly, I haven't got any of that. So I just can't be bothered with that at the moment. All of this stuff is my camera equipment here. I have... this was a really old camera that my grandfather gave to me. It's not particularly amazing because I think it's almost pre-war. But I still have it. I still like to keep it around just in case. There is actually film in there which I haven't used, so I like to keep it around just in case. Every now and again, I'd like to take a 35mm shot. This is my old DSLR. It's the Sony A200. That was my first DSLR, actually. I found it alright. Compared to my new camera, which I'm using right now, which is a Canon 60D, it's a toddler. But it did the job at the time. I still have a lot of photography still showcased because I liked it so much, and I would never trade my experience with that camera for the world. Flash, which I got off of a friend while I was in Pennsylvania. It's an adapter which allows me to use the screw mount lenses on these 35mm cameras with my Canon, which I'm using right now. I have the Sennheiser MKE 300 microphone that actually broke once. This is actually my second one. I was going to get the Rode video mic, but it was too expensive, so I actually just got a second one of those. It's the Canon 50mm lens. Everyone has the 50mm lens. I did have the 70-300 Sigma lens. That was terrible, frankly. And this is a screw mount lens which I bought at Cash Converters for £15. Absolute bargain. This thing is 38-90mm. Really weird focal length for most cameras, but it is just absolutely fantastic. It really, the glass on that is perfectly clear, and for £15 they obviously didn't know what they were selling. This stuff here, let's get a focus on that. I'm not too dedicated to focusing right now. I don't really care too much. Arizona. This can, I picked this up while I was in, where was I? Massachusetts, near Boston. I've never seen a can this big in England, and that's why I kept it. I bought this in Massachusetts, and I kept this with me in my suitcase, undamaged, throughout New York, Pennsylvania, New Orleans, and all the way back up to Boston again to fly out. That thing stayed with me because I was so astonished as to how big it actually was. This thing here, this little pixie thing, I picked this up when I was, I don't know, a kid. I've had this thing for years. It's just a little I can't remember the material that they make it out of, but clay, that would make sense. It's a little pixie sitting on a mushroom holding a Coke can. I've always found it very endearing. And this is just, that's a cheque for 1p, which I got from my bank once. I laughed and I never actually paid it in. And that's my flight to Boston and back. Guitars, tripods. These shelves are filled with 3 tripods. That one there is my cheapy plastic one, which has the same head as this one, which is the one that I usually use for videos. It's a really heavy, nice, fluid head. Brilliant tripod, frankly. And this little one here, I don't usually use as a tripod. I use that as like a... what's the word? Like a makeshift shoulder rest for my DSLR, because DSLR footage tends to be quite shaky. This thing here, my substitute for a whiteboard. That's basically all it is. I haven't bought a whiteboard yet. This is what I like to call a ghetto coffee table. This thing is actually a bin with a piece of wood on top. It does the job. This is my sofa. You've all seen my sofa in videos. Laptop. I love that thing. I think that's a HP DV6 3182EA. Brilliant laptop. Right now the speakers have actually broken on it. I won't comment on that because it served me well. Plug adapters. Everyone knows about those. Thing of junk, which I won't comment on. I haven't tried to tidy this place up. My office tends to look like this anyway. This screen, 27-inch, it's filled with a bunch of social stuff like emails, Facebook, Twitter. I like to know what's going on. I have that dedicated for that stuff. 24-inch monitor, Asus, never, ever let me down. Absolutely brilliant screen. Sorry, absolutely brilliant screen. Landline. All of these phones, a lot of people ask me what phones I use. I own the Sony Xperia Play Nexus S, which is my personal phone. I got this while I was in Pennsylvania, actually. It's a Windows Phone 7 Samsung Focus, but it's locked to AT&T, unfortunately, so I have that. I can't really use it over here, which is a big disappointment. And right now I'm using the Sony Ericsson Arc. Bit of a rubbish phone, I've reviewed it before, but I have it because I like to keep up developments on that phone, despite how naff it is. In my shelves here I have my custom-built desktop computer. That thing is 3.1 gigahertz quad core with 4 gigabyte of RAM, an ATI 4350 card in there, which is really, really cheap, really bog standard, and I haven't kitted out this thing for gaming yet, which I'd love to do. And yeah, that was custom built by me. That's got a RAID 2 500 gigabyte hard drives in there, adding up to 1 terabyte. That's 500 gigabyte there. I also have another 500 gig hard drive in there. That thing's full up. The other one is full up, and the other 2 in there that run for the actual system is half full up. I catalogue everything that I ever film, and it's really becoming a bit, I don't know, over convoluted now. Speakers. That's kind of just speakers, really. Down there I have a big Labtech subwoofer. That thing pumps out tons of bass. I absolutely love that. In here, that's just an enclosure for the 500 gig hard drive that's in there. Nothing too special there. However, down there I have more hard drives, all full, really old. There's like a 40 gig one, 10 gig one, and a 2.5 gig. They're really old. Money. Dollars. And sterling, I think. I like to keep money from wherever I go. I actually have a bunch of francs, not francs, sorry. God, what is this? Early 2000s. I have a bunch of euros in my pocket right now, which I should dump in that little shelf there. I like to keep currency from wherever I go. What else can I show? Oh yes, DVDs. I think that every single household in the world needs to own a Laurel and Hardy box set. If it doesn't, it is, well, at least it should be a crime. I also have the Long Way Round and Long Way Down seasons. If you've ever heard of those, it's Ewan McGregor and Charlie Borman doing a massive motorbike road trip. Love motorbikes. It's one of my little loves in the world. I don't tend to talk about it too much, but I don't like cars. I adore motorbikes. Can't get enough of them. Junk corner. I think that's pretty much it. So that is my office. Oh, this Oh, can't forget about this. The photo wall, which I've always been looking to build up, really. I've got a ton of photos on here. One there by my... Oh, terrible exposure here. One there by a friend of mine called Ollie Newport. Brilliant guy. Fantastic photographer. A few of these are actually my own. A bunch of them aren't. A bunch of them I just liked and printed off. I haven't got copyright of them yet. I don't really care. A lot of these are actually done by one of my favourite photographers called Squishy. She's on DeviantArt, squishy.deviantart.com. Fantastic photographer, lovely girl. Actually lives in Lithuania, I think. A bunch of these are actually mine as well. I'm actually running out of space at the moment, so I'm going to cut this short. I just banged my head on my lampshade there. If you want to add a photo, if you are a photographer or an artist and you want to add a photo to my wall, contact me, samcaplat@gmail.com, and I will reply if I like your stuff. If I don't, I will tell you. If I do, I will tell you. I won't hesitate to say no. That's it. That is my office. I hope you have enjoyed this lovely little tour of how I bring stuff to your eyes, and you enjoy it, I hope. Oh my god, I didn't talk about these. These are all my bags that I use, laptop bags, camera bags, so on. And this Asus Transformer, absolutely love this thing, absolutely brilliant. And I just want to say quickly that this is a Fly Touch. It's the first one, it's the 7-inch one. Never buy it, it's bollocks, and it doesn't deserve to be on this shelf. It sucks. Hate that thing.